Thank you. So I'm Kamal, CEO of Skymeter. To understand Skymeter's business, let's start with the problem we address. Here's a graph of driving in the United States in the past 40 years. The number of miles driven in blue has increased by 4 times. And guess what? Greenhouse gas emissions from driving have also gone up 4 times in that period. Road transport now causes 25% of U.S. emissions, 18% of worldwide emissions, and is responsible for over 50% of all oil usage in this country. It's a simple formula: more driving, more fuel burned, more emissions. As you can see from the red line on the chart, the number of miles of roads have only gone up a fraction. The result is dramatically more traffic congestion, which we're all very familiar with, and a huge problem with financing road infrastructure and balancing budgets, which governments worldwide know very well. Governments worldwide also know the solution to these problems: have people pay for what they use. When people pay per use, they use efficiently and thoughtfully. Emissions go down, congestion goes down, fairer finance. Of course, you also have to make this acceptable to motorists. Your system has to protect their privacy, be fair and easy to use. Let me have politicians here in the US tell you about this solution in their own words. 3 months ago in his inaugural speech, the mayor of San Francisco said, "A sensible congestion pricing plan is the single greatest step we can take to protect our environment and improve our quality of life." Last month, the US Secretary of Transport reported to Congress that every effort should be made to facilitate the application of tolling and congestion pricing to the transportation system. She also has $1.1 billion of federal funds to back up this statement. So now we can describe Skymeter. Skymeter provides privacy-protected vehicle use data that enables the types of innovative pricing policies that politicians worldwide are asking for. Let's be very clear about Skymeter's role. We provide a data feed to other firms' billing systems. We are an enabler. We enable major integrators, telcos, or even financial services firms to offer systems. Governments can request our technology and at the same time work with their preferred suppliers. Governments request our technology because of the enabled pricing policies. When I speak with governments, I put up a list of 20 policies, and I simply invite them to choose from the menu. I tell them they can mix and match, and any time they change their minds, they can instantly change their policies. Contrast this to the expensive, inflexible, infrastructure-heavy system just voted down for New York City. So Skymeter's system is a satellite-based system. And what makes it different from other such systems? If you look at navigation or tracking grade GPS, it follows a 3-step process. You receive your signals, you do something called map matching, and then you send the results out if needed. Skymeter's payment quality, liability critical GPS system replaces the map matching by 6 steps essential to cost-effectively delivering a full evidentiary record needed to support billing. So our in-car sensor starts by correcting position, characterizing the errors, compressing the resulting record, and then sending it off board for 4 more steps in the middle office. In case there's any GPS experts in the room, I'm going to zoom in on just the first of our 6 steps, correcting and characterizing the error, to give you a taste of what we can do. Here's a drive we did recently in Korea. The red signals show the GPS chip's position data, while the blue signals show Skymeter's results. As you can see, when we enter a zone with tall buildings, the GPS starts to have errors, while Skymeter remains consistently on track without using any maps, any information. Time to talk about markets. You've heard what Skymeter can do for governments with road pricing. How about benefits to users? Well, besides the 20-minute faster commute you'll get to work every day, how about saving 30% on your insurance because your premiums are linked directly to your use of your car? Or how about a system which means you never have to pay a parking meter or get a parking ticket ever again? There's also numerous applications in trucking. And every time people pay for something, they use less of it. Oil consumption goes down, greenhouse gas emissions drop instantly, and this is not just theory, there's been 10 to 20% reductions measured in major cities worldwide already which have applied these principles. So our business model is to provide a monthly data feed in return for a monthly feed. If we ask for 5% of the revenue, we do ask for 5% of the revenue of this, of the revenue for this data feed. And keep in mind, by the way, that systems like London's or New York's rejected one cost 40% of the revenue. So when we're talking 5% with major customers worldwide, they're actually extremely interested in that number. At the city of 500,000 vehicles, we're talking about sticky, recurring revenues of $30 to $150 million annually, and that's from one customer. So to wrap up, here's a quick update on progress. Skymeter's raised $2 million so far. The 5th version of our system was launched at a major trade show in Amsterdam last week. Here's one of the onboard sensor units here in my hand. Our booth was non-stop busy with major industry players dropping by our booth non-stop just to see what we had, where our system was, because they've been hearing about it for a long time now. We've made significant progress with government customers worldwide, shown by some of the stars on this map. 2 of the most informed and sophisticated customers are Singapore, which has a successful road pricing system already in place for 10 years that they want to expand system-wide, or they want to expand island-wide. And the Netherlands has already passed legislation saying that by 2011, they're going to charge for every road in the country, and it must be using a GPS system meeting specifications in quality and cost similar to Skymeter's. In parting, let me share with you the words of Toll Roads News, who in January compared Skymeter's New York proposal to those of IBM and Siemens. And remember, our New York proposal did not yet have a major partner. This was a standalone. And they said, Skymeter of Toronto has had impressive results. You have to take Skymeter seriously. Thank you.